1, 2, 3.
Oh, it's with SwagKage. Okay, that's interesting.
Legs there?
Yeah, but...
Call me Big Dick Bill Lee.
What the fuck?
Whoa!
Hello everyone, it's your host, Seth Program. With me today I have my big Mac Daddy father, SwagKage, and we're going to be talking about Madara versus the entire Uchiha clan. Now, this is going to be talking about more like that are alive, pre-God mode variants.
Oh,
so no,
Uchiha definitely wins.
10 tails.
No black balls.
Yeah,
no black balls. No
Obito with
no Jubito.
because that's like Pain's eye who's present. So we're also
well, that's Madara's eye, so
possibly blind Madara or alive Madara. We'll use like multiple variations. We'll kind of just go over the whole topic.
So for the Uchiha clan, we're gonna keep it simple because like we don't want to have to do like permutations of like multiple Madaras versus multiple versions of the Uchiha clan.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. So
like we'll just say they're like basic regular versions. And,
so just the Itachi who fights Sasuke, the Obito with the orange mask.
Now, I feel like we should preempt this by saying that we are not
and
making
what's Sasuke
Uchiha
doing?
weaker for the sake of making it easier for Madara, which we were accused for the Uchiha clan in the Uchiha versus Hokage video. We're doing it for the sake of convenience. If you want my opinion, we're going to be primarily talking about alive Madara, right?
Yeah.
So pretty much any non-six paths configuration of the Uchiha clan, Madara should win against. No matter what. If you're talking about like a live Madara with the 9 tails. So it's we're just doing it for the sake of convenience, so we don't have to be like, well, this Madara wins against these ones, and this one loses.
This is a wash. I don't even know how you can make.
Should we use though? I'm assuming just like 5-Kage Summit, or is it?
Really?
EMS.
They really nerfed Sasuke.
EMS is fine, I guess.
Yeah.
Like that.
What do you mean, I
guess?
guess?
Itachi's eyes, so it's kind of weird.
Oh my god.
So like, if we want it to be the what, like one.
Okay, have it Edo Itachi then.
Yeah, 5-Kage Summit.
Wait, pause the video.
The most sense.
Okay.
What do you think of like EMS Sasuke versus like Edo alive Madara, like the one that fought Itachi around?
Give me a pickaxe.
Yeah, I'm getting you stuff here. Got stuff up for you.
Probably still Madara, right? I don't see. I don't think he has that many fates. Right? He's not as. I don't think. I don't think Sasuke.
What do you think about him, like being able to Amaterasu the 10 tails?
I don't. Do you do a lot of damage to the 10 tails? I think he just like bothered it, but he could like.
He claimed before Naruto stopped him. He said he was gonna burn it to ashes.
Okay,
like,
he can say whatever. Yeah, he can say that, but I don't know if that would have been.
Yeah, it could have taken them like 100 years.
In 1,000 years, I will kill this.
Cause that'd be an insane feat if he just like one-shotted Amaterasu.
Yeah, of course.
We can talk about EMS and it's still fine, I think. So the problem with the Madara versus Uchiha is that it's surprisingly more complicated than the Akatsuki because of a few reasons in particular. And so obviously the Uchiha clan will feature Sasuke,
Obito, I found lava. I was about to fail.
Shisui, Itachi, and whatever. I mean, do we include
Izuna?
Yeah, Madara's brother,
Kagami. You can throw in any other number of like nameless Uchiha if you want. They don't really.
You just name them.
Right. So, from what we do know is that 11-year-old Itachi and Shisui, before the coup, was stronger than any Uchiha. Like, that was
Fugaku included.
Fugaku included. 11-year-old Itachi. Now, 11-year-old Itachi is a beast. Like, when he was 12, he was able to convince Obito he was a worthy opponent, per se.
Yeah.
So, he is...
And then there's, like, all that Orochimaru stuff he did.
And you would say they spelled like Minato.
It is important to note that the Orochimaru
but they already made a Minato versus Madara, so...
big Mangekyo amp
Spoiler.
that he got. So that is extremely important.
He actually got stronger after murdering or massacring all the Uchiha, like, technically.
Yeah, because, like, I mean, this is gonna be relevant anyway, because we're talking about the Uchiha, so, like, there's this,
look in this chat.
Implication that kind of comes up every now and then, that the Uchiha clan gets stronger, as their, like, emotions become more intense, particularly hate, because, like, Sasuke awakens the Mangekyo Sharingan, right? And then he goes and fights B. But then when he's like way angrier at the 5Kage summit, Karin points out that...
Oh my,
Yo,
they stole my scaling!
they stole your
Dude,
scaling!
Dude!
They stole Khetzy's arguments. Fucked up, bro.
Oh my gosh,
He invented
it.
this scaling, bro.
All his friends as well. All his friends.
His girlfriend, yeah, like
And
all of them.
it's not just like, it's not just, you know, like pure anger per se. It's really strong emotions. Anything that can convey love, really, or like the loss or the antithesis of love, really kind of activates it. And this is exaggerated in the Sakura novel, as well as by Toby Rama.
Isn't that even when Sarada opens her Mangekyo?
Will strengthen it.
I
like
don't
it's,
know.
Not Mangekyo, fuck her
Sakura
Sharingan.
and like her corpse on display for Sasuke to like power him up so they could steal his eyeballs when they were stronger than ever before. I really don't know what they were expecting to happen with that one. that was the plan.
Yeah, let's make adult Sasuke stronger.
Madara has just been alive for so
what
long,
they do?
with so many wars, so many of his loved
You're
ones dying.
just
that his Sharingan
stop
is
being-
strong.
just
have
ears.
stronger.
Pay attention. Pay attention.
Who's already a beast, like literally stronger than his father, more than likely. He says his
I'm
father's
stronger
a
than his
bad
father.
matchup, but he does say it is confirmed that he's probably stronger than him. Then he murders all his friends and family, and then watches Shisui die. So he probably gets a massive amp on top of that.
Humongous, gargantuan amp.
I wouldn't
And
say that,
The
no.
reason this is important, real
I don't
quick,
think
is
he
just
can, yeah.
because Shisui is not the same as the Itachi that beat Orochimaru.
Right.
Shisui does not scale to like Sanin level as far as we know. He's stronger than Fugaku, who may be Hokage level. That's really all we know.
Yeah,
that's it.
It's implied that Shisui is the most talented.
Oh, no.
He has the fastest body flicker. That was
I
gonna
don't
kidnap
know.
the third Hokage or something.
This is pretty weak.
He has the
Thank you.
ultimate Genjutsu. It's really implied Shisui is above Fugaku.
He's weak,
and
but I
the other
don't-
thing as well
I
is
don't
that
know.
the
That'd be very
Uchiha
good.
clan.
What do you want to say that like
respect
the
Minato
the
or
Sanin are
Kakashi.
strong are weaker than him? I got a fucking ad. What the fuck?
It's one of those things that's like depends on what you argue.
They actually had some respect for Orochimaru, actually, which was interesting to think about. So, no, the Itachi who kind of fondle stomped Orochimaru was not scaling to Fugaku or Shisui. If you want to learn more about Shisui scaling, Swag has a video on it, but basically, Gonzo tore his eyeball out. Alright, like, you know, like,
The
Oh,
same
no.
Donzo that loses
Fuck.
and gets mopped, but this is a huge amp Donzo, right? Like we were talking about like the Sharingan amps that Itachi got. Well, Donzo has 11 of them.
Yeah.
So this Donzo is massively amped now, has wood style, all this stuff. Gets bodied
Strong
by
boy.
Sasuke, and he beat up Shisui with some help. Like he poisoned him, but he still blitzed him.
Yeah.
Shisui didn't notice the poison, so he's weaker than Donzo, stronger than Fugaku, but I guess we should go ahead and clarify the reason this is important, and it's because of Kotoamatsukami. Like everybody's probably, you know, like Kotoamatsukami right now. You know, like, well, he can control Madara.
And me and Swag, we didn't just jump into this right off the. Usually when we collab, we just kind of like
can,
go
though.
like podcast mode. Not gonna cap, right?
Yeah.
But this time we actually did have to think about, okay, what about Kotoamatsukami? We did plan for it a little bit. And there's a few ways to go about it. Now, a lot of people think there's direct statements that dojutsu inherently counters lower dojutsu genjutsu, but that's never really confirmed. It's more so just
Swag said that. I mean, Seth said that before.
or somewhat implied. But the problem with Kotoamatsukami specifically,
It's implied. Yes, no, it's
is
definitely
when you
implied.
do
Yeah,
get
it's
by the
when-
genjutsu,
I mean, at least
If it was Sasuke when he has the Rinnegan against Kage.
Genjutsu, if he knew he was under it, right?
Oh, I'm gonna die.
That's the problem. He needs to know he's under
Why?
it, which apparently
because I'm getting attacked. Khetzy, come here.
Kotoamatsukami doesn't let you
I'm coming,
know
I'm
you're
coming.
under it to begin with.
Yeah,
Right.
it, like Shisui like manipulates people without really letting them know, and it's also weird too because like so I talked about this in my Shisui video.
Where are you?
So
Deep. I'm deep into it.
apparently doesn't require eye contact, right? Okay, like as made evident by the Donzo manipulating Mifune thing. Like there's a bandage covering his eye. He's clearly not making eye contact with.
And the
Mifune,
novels
there's no
say
way.
it as well. He doesn't need eye contact with him.
But then, when Itachi's crow uses it on him, like the camera makes like a big deal, and it's all like swooshy, like
swooshy.
Both eyes.
I don't know where you are, dude.
Showing Itachi,
come, just get me.
Into the crow's
Run
eye,
through the rooms.
I'm in the tunnel.
Go find me.
And whereas Mifune broke free of the Genjutsu by being told he was in it, Itachi knows from like frame 1 that he's in this Genjutsu, explains that he is in this Genjutsu and how it broke him free of Kabuto's control, and it doesn't break, right?
Maybe Mifune is that strong.
It does break, and he's
Bitch.
just,
Maybe Mifune's like, guys.
Yeah, have you thought about that? Maybe he has the best Genjutsu resistance in the verse.
Itachi literally can't stop because he is programmed by the Genjutsu to protect the leaf and go kill Kabuto.
Yet
he
Mifune
cannot stop moving to talk to Sasuke.
Can break out. So what does that say about
he's
Mifune?
under it and can't break free. So my hypothesis is that there are like 2 Kotoamatsukamis, because you know everybody with a Sharingan has like 2 different jutsu in each eye. Even Obito, they like function differently. My hypothesis is that Shisui has like one super powerful one that you just can't break free of, and that's like the 10-year cooldown one. And you have to like look into his eye for it to work. And then there's the other one that doesn't require eye contact, and maybe you can use it more freely because like people seem to know about this.
Yeah,
and
I
Shisui's
agree
like
with
16 when he dies, like ow, this
Find
like,
me!
random Jonin dude from the mist like recognizes it when Danzo's using
You
it.
mean
That doesn't
Owl,
make sense,
bro?
'cause like
the
I
guy
said,
who
you
just
can only use
died
it
in
once every 10
Boruto?
years, and he's, like,
How dare
16.
you?
Ah, dude, you to take the 10 tails? Like,
Yeah, he tanked the Tentacles attack. How did he? And Shisui skills above him, so you know Shisui strong.
yeah.
Even if you don't if you don't believe me on that, the main thing is it's stated somewhere that even if there's like not like eye contact isn't required between both parties, Shisui does at least have to look into your eye to inject the chakra into you. And we've already seen Madara is perfectly capable of fighting people with no vision. Pre-Sage mode absorption.
Yeah.
Too.
So maybe blind Madara just kind of negates the equation. But like, that might not be necessary because the Kotoamatsukami affecting Madara argument is still contentious because we know that Obito has a similar jutsu to Kotoamatsukami. The SwagKage thinks it's like the same thing, even though
No,
it's
he
not.
doesn't.
Basically, Kotoamatsukami is more like an enhanced. It's like an enhancement of Shisui trying to attempt the Genjutsu that Obito was kind of using. So, and it kind of manipulates the effects a little bit. But one thing you need to know about Genjutsu is that when you're controlling someone, it's heavily implied that the stronger your opponent is, or the more vast their chakra is, the stronger you have to be to do so, right? Like, the Nine Tails is too powerful to just control for a long period of time, even though Obito can control Yagura and the Three Tails for like years on end, right? The Nine Tails is like a few minutes at best, in Minato's opinion. Even Madara couldn't control the Nine Tails for that long, necessarily, even though he might even have Tsukuyomi or something like that.
What?
Yes, he could.
What do you mean?
Madara controlled the 10 tails.
Madara just wasn't able to like fight back against the effects since he didn't know they were happening. That it might be hard to argue that Shisui's strong enough to even manipulate Madara's body and to act how he wanted anyway. But there's then 2 other options as well. Say for one, say Madara doesn't underestimate the Uchiha and he's able to come back to life after dying once for one of his Sharingan. Well, there goes Shisui's Kotoamatsukami, okay? Now Madara just goes to town after coming back to life after dying under its effects or something.
Yeah.
But the next argument is, does Madara start his battle out with the entire Uchiha clan with Susanoo or not, right?
Oh no.
Because
do you want each of my clones to have a Susanoo?
They're really trying to make Madara win, dude.
Because Itachi's faster than Shisui. Say Itachi engages first, or any of them engage first. Does Madara use his Susanoo? Because the Susanoo then arguably does block out Dojutsu. It argued because, you know, we have Sasuke blocking out the infinite Tsukuyomi with his Susanoo, and the infinite Tsukuyomi is considered the strongest Genjutsu of all time. So stronger than Kotoamatsukami.
Oh my, they stole my argument. It's the Obito skin, didn't they? Did they just show the Obito skin?
Then the Kotoamatsukami, which is
I don't think it's shown in his
there's an Obito scan where Obito states that if Tsukiyomi is the strongest Genjutsu of all time.
The Susanoo to reach Madara's eyes, and that's what I'm assuming is happening, right? So if he has a Susanoo active, probably doesn't work.
Well, and the other thing too, some people might be like, oh well, that's just Sasuke's perfect Susanoo, but I mean, Madara has one of those, so like it's it's kind of a moot point.
I think the argument is more so, you have to inject your chakra into them, and then the Susanoo is kind of blocking that, right? I think that's what's being implied. It even blocks out light. There's a few things to suggest that it's hard to do that. So it's not a perfect refutation. I'm not saying either is objectively right, but what I'm saying is that there's more contentious reasoning behind the Kotoamatsukami than just he looks at him GG, right? There's more things to consider, and Madara does have somewhat of a chance in a debate against that. Even though
what is gonna debate Shisui?
Back in the day, I feel like it's stronger than I thought, but I still think there's
Madara's gonna debate Shisui and Kotoamatsukami to
avoid it as well.
The big thing is what I said earlier, that there's a statement that he has to like inject chakra, like he looks into your eye. The Mangekyo doesn't require direct gaze to work. He only needs to look at their eyes and pour his chakra in. That's how it's worked. So if Madara doesn't have eyes, or his eyes are closed, then Shisui can't do anything, right? And now you may think like, well, how would Madara know? I mean, like, if he's in character, if he's fighting a bunch of Uchiha, he might just be careful and assume that one of them has some crazy Genjutsu. Maybe even Zetsu would tell him, right? Like,
maybe the argument you were saying before about, okay, well, maybe it takes the perfect Susanoo. Maybe that's valid, because I believe, and
I'm deep in this shit, Khetzy.
Sasuke and Itachi get hit by Genjutsu while in Susanoo, and then put each other under Genjutsu? Don't they put each other under Genjutsu?
Are you sure in this thing?
Yes.
Or so. What? Although you could argue
that it's just a willing thing. Yeah.
They're allowing it to happen, maybe. But maybe, okay, say you need the perfect Susanoo. Okay, so bloodlusted Madara then just stops, right? He just goes perfect Susanoo.
Oh my God.
He's faster than all of them. He's rivaling KCM.
With that description of it too, like Shisui can't even see Madara all the way up there, right? Like,
oh no.
Susanoo's really, really, really tall.
Bro, he's really tall, bro. He can't see up on there.
They all just get blitzed because we know that's a funny argument.
You can't even see that.
Too, and if he's alive, he's like twice as strong as KCM too. He's fighting Sage Hashirama without the Susanoo at one point. And it's arguable that this character scales more like to 10 Tails Obito, not just Obito, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, you kind of have to consider the fact that they just get blitzed. Even like Edo Itachi and EMS Sasuke might get blitzed, which was actually kind of implied and shown when Madara was blind with Sage Mode. That's kind of how it kind of would go.
But he had Sage Mode.
Probably worse because he's probably more used to his Mangekyo, and it probably amps him more personally. But
I think his EMS probably gives him a bigger amp than base Sage Mode.
What is it? What is base Sage Mode?
And on top of that, Shisui, he just kind of gets blitzed and destroyed for the most part. But the other characters, such as Itachi, we've done Itachi versus Madara so many times. But in this video, we're specifically using Sick Itachi. But the Sick Itachi, he also just gets blitzed and destroyed by a live Madara. Even if Madara kind of toys with him, we know that he would be able to avoid all of his strikes with the Totsuka Blade. And we also know his Susanoo would overpower Itachi's Susanoo.
Like even Yamamura, right? Like even he holds up the
okay, I don't have a lot of food, so.
The concussive force of the Susanoo sword, like would just send Itachi flying.
Even if you argue he can block an attack with his Yada Mirror, like he can't keep it up nearly as long as Madara. Madara literally is stronger than him, faster than him, and Madara just keep banging it over and over.
This fucking gift
eyeballs just like work better. Like they don't run out of steam. They don't drain his chakra as bad. He's not gonna run out of chakra in 2 minutes of Susanoo usage. He's not like crackling in pain. Like
speaking of that, Madara can also, I'm pretty sure, just natively, like without the Renegon, absorb chakra like he did to Hashirama to suck up his Sage Mode. Because he didn't have Rinnegan when he...
Oh, fuck. I clicked on some different shit. Oh, shit. He was about to say that Madara's... No, he used...
He didn't have Rinnegan when he did that.
No, he used the Rinnegan to do that against
That...
Hashirama. The Rinnegan ability is still, so I don't know what you're saying. What? You think he... That's so stupid. SwagKage unironically believes Madara can absorb chakra without the Rinnegan.
That might be okay. Well, one of the things that's implied is that he might still have some Rinnegan abilities without his eyes, but
yeah.
You could also maybe argue that he has like Zetsu cells, so
he
maybe
uses
it's like
Limbo.
Hashirama-ish.
Oh yeah, Hashirama also. He has Hashirama cells.
Weird things you can say about that.
Hashirama can
absorb chakra as well.
No
eyeballs, you can still use his Susanoo.
I guess,
so.
but I'm pretty sure that's from
Even if he's
Rinnegan.
twice, he's still like really strong.
Yeah. From there, it's just kind of like, okay, he out-staminas Itachi, he's fast enough to avoid all his attacks, he's able to block Amaterasu if he takes him seriously. We're gonna assume he's serious, right? I mean, sure, if he's toying around and he lets himself get hit by Amaterasu, maybe he gets, like, destroyed or something, but that seems, like, really disingenuous to the topic, because we're kind of power scaling, right? Other than that, though, Fugaku is just weaker than 11-year-old Itachi, who's already getting, like, bullied by Madara anyway, and he has weaker Genjutsu and speed than Shisui, who we've already went over. Other than that, Izuna is weaker than Tobirama, or maybe rivaling Tobirama. And then we've seen how Madara can kind of
Izuna might be the strongest
as well. We've also seen that Madara scales to Hashirama, who Tobirama is deathly afraid of and is stated to be number 2 of. But maybe Izuna
I don't think he's afraid of him.
would be more relative, but then we see that Tobirama gets destroyed. Or
well, let's put it like this, right? Could all these people with Izuna fight 1,000-armed Buddha statue? Probably not.
By the way, speaking of that, this Madara can...
If they bring up Karama, I swear to God.
Yeah.
I knew. Oh my gosh, I hate when they make us do that.
Statue, like to a standstill.
Khetzy, are you not here? You just what?
So he has like twice the 9 tails that Naruto does when he performs all the war arc feats and surpasses Edo Itachi, let alone Sick Itachi. Then we have to kind of talk about Obito, but as I said earlier, Obito kind of scales like this Madara. Even if you say this that 10 tails Obito is stronger, Madara more so scales to 10 tails Obito.
I found diamonds.
Than Rinnegan Obito, let alone Orange Mask Obito.
Yeah, the scaling.
How about
really
you
edgy,
get your ass
but,
over
like,
here?
Naruto
Just get him.
And Sasuke are,
and how?
like,
Where am I going? You're
like
fucking.
Ten Tails Obito, and then like alive Madara is like bullying them with no eyes. So
yeah, I mean,
bro, usually the people without eyes are bullied, but Madara is built different.
He himself is pretty strong, but he's no Madara, right?
He was getting bullied by like base Madara with like no eyes, no 9 tails, and so then you give Madara EMS, full 9 tails.
No, he gives him 9 tails.
Yeah. And what I was saying earlier.
Yeah, sorry, you go ahead.
Is that even if you say Tobirama like scales to Izuna somehow, Tobirama lost to Kinkaku and Kinkaku.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, are you kidding?
There's nowhere ever confirmed how strong they were, but they're implied to be not very strong. They're not even
But there was 20 of them!
Are you kidding me?
They weren't even reanimated or ever talked about, so like Kabuto didn't think they were worth anything.
Yeah, hold on. Kabuto
wait.
reanimated like
they're showing, okay.
Not them.
Okay.
But not anyone from the Kinkaku force. But yeah, anyway.
Except Ginkaku and Kinkaku, what do you mean?
Both of them had to go like 9 tails mode to beat Tobirama.
I hope that's wrong.
Now imagine you
that
put
was a
those
stupid
two
argument.
together, and they're
This is the same guy that said
Tobirama
was fatigued
they got
against
all
them.
of that power from just like munching on its intestines, like while they were in it. Like now imagine like the entire thing plus Madara who scales to it, and there's just no way Tobirama ever remotely scales.
Well, yeah, like
wait, how are you making that stupid argument? That's such a stupid argument.
With Tobirama, and then you put 1,000-armed Buddha statue there. Like I said, they still.
Oh, I think I found where I come from.
And, Madara still fought. Madara fought that and like the big wood golem and like
bro, they're really
all
saying
of
the
Hashirama's other stuff and still fought
big
Hashirama
golem,
to
bro.
his
He got big
I'm sorry,
wood.
I was thinking to myself, I was like, yo, name any Uchiha that could like fight the 1,000 arm statue, right? And it was just like, I'm imagining Itachi with his shield out, giving like combos like
Oh, yeah.
through the air while he's holding the shield out by the Buddha statue.
Like yeah, just throwing him everywhere.
Yeah. So, I think that's all that really needs to be said. I think blind Madara might just like even stop just even harder, just because he has no weakness to Genjutsu. Like, there's not even a debate on that really.
Yeah.
It might be a little bit more debatable power-wise, but yeah, I think overall, like, the Uchiha clan just gets overall stomped by Madara, and that's all I really have to say. Did we even miss anyone? I don't think we missed anyone.
No, all the nameless guys, I guess, but they're weaker than 11-year-old Itachi.
I guess there's like Sasuke, but Sasuke is just even EMS. We already went over it. Like you
literally have to give him the Renegon, or else he gets bodied. Yeah.
Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye.
See more. If you want to see more, Swag uploaded one of our collabs, which was Sasuke versus the Akatsuki. Other than that, bye.
No, he didn't. Did he?
Oh my dude, he really just stole my video. Well, not that. That was one of my last Naruto videos.
No, he didn't make it yet. They made. How stupid must you be to not put it at the same time, or at least close, or at least put that one before? This is over. I'm gonna cancel them on Twitter.
Dude, because they debate me.
Bro, they really said, bro, Gikaku and Gikaku, they're only building level.
The facts. I mean, I don't see any capture.
Yeah, so that was the video. It was pretty basic. Like, everyone knows that Madara washes the rest of the Uchiha clan. I don't even know what the point of that video was.
I'd say their forms that they picked, yeah.
What other forms you want him to choose? Like,
well, no, if they were to do like
Jibito?
Jibito, Edo, Itachi, Renegon, Sasuke.
Oh yeah, okay,
I'd
yeah,
say,
and
like,
then and then Hagoromo, Indra. Then they go further. They say,
No, so, okay,
well,
Indra
technically
is
speaking,
Uchiha.
Kaguya, and then you go technically speaking also Ishiki, and then Momoshiki, and all of those. And if you put all of those together, then Madara might lose. But yeah,
dude, they didn't even make it accurate. Exactly.
Wasn't accurate.
Dude, like, they didn't choose all those people. Like, dude, where was Sarada? Like,
oh yeah, true, Sarada. So that would be too strong for this.
yeah, exactly. Did you forget skills like Ishiki and Hokage and Naruto? Like,
oh my god, why is there many slimes over here? They attack you, right?
Yeah, we have a slime chunk, which is good in there.
Oh no, I died!